Hello guys, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to see about Docker images. So we can get the Docker images information by executing Docker images. And currently we have only one image that is downloaded in our local registry or repository. And if you want to search any image, you can go to the Docker Hub website and there you can search. The similar functionality we can search from the command line as well. For that, we have to use Docker search and Microsoft. So this particular command will try to search for the Microsoft related images, and it will print the output over here. Okay, you can see all the images information over here. And similarly, if you want to check for any Windows related images, you can use this command as well. And these are all the images which is related to the Windows related. And you can see the name of the image and some description about it, and how many stars, how many people are downloaded, and how many people are rate. Depends on that, they will give us the stars actually. And officially images is there or not, you can see. So if any official image is there, here you can see official is okay. Okay, let's check for Microsoft. And nobody is giving this information as this is a official site, or maybe official image or not. So this information is not providing over here. All right. So you know the command to download the image, docker pull mcr.microsoft.com/windows/server core and colon followed by the tag. If this particular image is not available locally, it will go to the hub and it will download. If the image is already available, then it will not download one more time because the image is up to date for this image. All right. So there are two types. We can also create our custom images. And to create those custom images, two ways are there. So the first way is from the container, we can able to create the image. And secondly, we can use the Docker file concept, and inside the Docker file, we can instruct the Docker engine to create the Docker image. And in this video, we are going to see how we can create the Docker image from the container. So for that, before going to that, so we can try to execute some of the commands that are available for this Docker image. As you know, Docker images will give you the images list, local images list, Docker images --no--trunk. This particular command will give you the image ID, full length image ID. This is the SHA-256 and this is the image ID that you can see. And also you can inspect the image to get the information. Docker image inspect and then image ID, mcr.microsoft. Let me copy paste that. And then LDSC 2019. This particular command will give you the metadata which is related to this image. Okay, just have a look. And also Docker image history. This particular command will give you the information which is related to while building this image. So what are all the steps that are involved? What are all the commands that are executed? Here you can see. Okay, so we'll get to this later by when we are creating the Docker images using the Docker file. At the time, I'll try to explain this history command one more time. All right, let's launch the Docker container. I want to utilize the same command to run the Docker container. All right, so this is the command that I'm using. I'm creating a Docker container with this name win_container_3. It will try to, okay, so the container is already there. Let me delete it. Docker stop and to remove. Okay, so I will try to run this command container one more time. All right. Okay. Let's execute the command to create the folder inside this Docker container. Docker exec -it, and then container ID is win_container_3 and PowerShell. I want to create a folder at c:/Prasad. Okay, I want to copy a file. Docker cp, and file is at Docker stuff inside a Windows copy test. Previously we have created this file, right? So, and then inside the container I want to copy at c/Prasad. At this location I want to copy the file, and if you want to check, you can execute the same command against ls c:/Prasad. There you can see the file is copied inside the Docker container. So the Docker container storage is not persistent. Let's say this file is very crucial, I mean very important file, right? So this file is having your company's data, that is most important data, that you have to make sure whether it is stored persistently or not, whether you have availability, high availability, whether you have backup for this file or not. Unless until the container exists in this container, in this operating system, you can see this file. But once the container is deleted from the operating system, your files inside the Docker container is also going to be deleted. So the lifetime of a Docker container volumes are unless until the container exists on the particular operating system. Okay, so we are going to see how we can bring the persistent concept to store your data, application data, using this Docker containers. But we have created a container and we modified something inside the Docker container. Okay, let's build an image from this Docker container. So how we can build? So first of all, we need to stop the Docker container. So we cannot create a Docker image from the running Docker container when it comes to the Windows. But when it comes to the Linux, you can able to create the Docker image from the running Docker container. That facility is there when it comes to the Linux. But for Windows, that option is not available. So we need to stop the container first, and then we need to create the image. All right. So I'm just stopping the container. The container is stopped. Here you can see it is status is excited 4 seconds ago. And as of now, we have only one image, and we are going to create an image from this container. For that, we have a command called docker commit, and then the container ID or the container name you can use, and specify a new name to this container. My first image. I'm just executing this command, docker commit win_, this is the container name, and we just provided a name to this image. Okay, let's check Docker images. There you go. From the container, we just created a Docker container. Okay, let's stop the existing container, and we already stopped it. Let's remove it. Docker rm win underscore container 3. Let's try to run the container from the newly created image. So I want to modify the same command, but instead of using the Microsoft command, the first image that we have downloaded from the Docker repository, I want to utilize the local image, my first image. There you go. Container is got created with the new image, and it is up and running. And previously, before creating this image, we have created a folder, and we have just copied a file inside it, right? Let's verify whether those folder and files are available there or not. Docker exec -it win container 3, and then PowerShell. I want to execute this command, c/. There you go. In the new container, Prasad folder is exist, and I want to see the content inside it. There you go. One file is there. I want to see the content of the file. So for that, I can utilize the cat command. Sorry, I have pasted at wrong location. So I need to paste the file at the end. There you go. This file is created at Windows host operating system. This is how we can create the Docker images from the container. And we can save this image. Sorry. Let's do one thing. So we can save this image, my first image, to a tar file or maybe the zip file. And that zip file we can share to another people so that they can also download the image, and they can able to run the images from there. So we'll try to see that part as well. So I want to save this my first image into a zip file. For that, we have Docker save is the command. Let's try to check the syntax. So Docker save is the command to save one or more images to a tar archive, stream to std out by default. So we need to utilize -o option to save this image into a file actually. So how we can do that? Docker save, and then we have to use the image name. Image name is my first image, and then we need to use the -o, and with the same I want to utilize this image name. Okay, so this particular command will try to create a tar file at this location at C Docker stuff. And once that is completed, you can see in the same directory, you can find the file name with the my-first-image.tar. It is very big file. That's the reason it's taking a little bit time. I'll do one thing. I'll pause the video here, and I'll come back once it is completed. There you go. So the command executed successfully. And if I do ls over here, you can see my first underscore image.tar. So this file you can share to your sorry for that. You can share to your colleagues, or maybe within the company, you can share across the team to have the same image, and then you can launch the container from this image. And I'm not going to cover how to share this file with others, and how they are going to use the tar file to run the Docker containers. I have done a video regarding the same concept, but when it comes to the Linux part, but the commands and everything is same. I will leave the link for that video in the description of this video. Just go and watch it, and practice the remaining concept. That's it for this video. I will see you in the next video. So in the next video, we are going to create an image from the Docker file.